Okay, hi, welcome everybody. I guess you're watching this video because you have some interest in talKKonnect and this project. So basically, I made this project around 3 years ago when I wanted to learn about programming and also about how to, how to basically how to make a transceiver that would work on the internet. Something like maybe I was inspired by Zello and other software. Basically, so I was looking around and I found this software called talKKonnect. That's a software by Daniel Choate, and it was based on a library called Gumble by Tim Cooper. So, using these two tools, I saw what was possible, and it blew my mind. And I said, okay, I have to learn how to do this and take it from there. That's how it all started. Okay, so what version of crazy do you have to be to do something like this? Let me introduce myself. I'm Suvir. Uh, Basically, I wanted to create a walkie-talkie to talk over the internet, and I love to build embedded systems since my university days. I used to build a lot of ham radio stuff. I built a CB radio, did PCBs myself, and since I was young, and basically I wanted to get back into radio after so many years of taking a break, and I found out that there's too much RFI, radio frequency interference, where I live. It's not possible to think of any high frequency transceiver or build anything that'll work through all this noise. And also I live in an apartment, which is difficult to set up an antenna. So I missed all the guys I used to talk to, and all the experiments I used to do and all the fun I had. So okay, in this age of computers and Raspberry Pis and stuff that wasn't available then, why not make a radio that you can talk, that you can use the internet and talk to, that has great audio and other stuff. So you'll have to forgive me, I'm just a self-taught programmer. Actually, I am electronics engineer by training. So basically in my day job I work for network design, router configuration, switches, cabling, Wi-Fi and stuff like that, right? And I've been using Raspberry Pi since the first version came out for home servers, for watching movies, podcasting, podcatching, stuff like that. So my first brush with Linux was in '96, I think, using Slackware version 3. At that time, Slackware was like 40 floppy disks or something crazy like that, and I was lucky to have someone show me how to install all this. And basically what I wanted to do was play with Unix, but there was no way I could do that at home. But luckily there was something called Linux, and that installed on my, at that time it was a Pentium 100, and that was really exciting. So I've been playing with Linux for quite a while, but I wasn't much into programming, more of server setup and other stuff. So basically I've been using open source software since way back when, and honorable mention is of course Linux. Those guys are great, and Linus Torvalds and the gang and the people who create the kernel. GNU team, obviously, for all these tools we have. I fell in love with Asterisk, then I moved to FreeSwitch. I love Camilio, I love OpenSIPs, I love all this communication stuff. There's another tool called Seren, which is really underrated, and Seren was a tool created on you can run it on Raspberry Pi, and it gives you amazing audio quality for like a audio conference kind of a system. So that showed me, oh my god, Raspberry Pi really has a enough processing power and the capability to really make a good system. And of course, so many podcasts out there, like making embedded systems was, the one of the drivers that led me to this software. So yeah, like I said, I came across Talkie Pi, Bernard. I came across Golang, and I took this project up. This project is now 3 years old, and it took a lot of weekends, nights, and then depending on my workload and motivation, I was on and off programming this talKKonnect software. So why did I do it? Of course, basically, I wanted to learn programming, have fun, wasting too much time watching TV. And people say this is not radio, but it's not about is it radio or not. You're learning something, you make new friends, and basically you meet the same like-minded people who love technology, like whether it's radio or computers or all this excites me. So I wanted to create something that I could just give away for free, which I've done, and people can use it. And after 3 years, I think we've got quite a following. So that's a great achievement, I think, because I've using open source software, I've taken so much. I just wanted to give back to the community. I was very inspired initially, even before Zello, by this ICOM IP100 radio, but it was a closed system and the price is really up there. I saw this small radio that you could talk anywhere using Wi-Fi, and that really amazed me. But it wasn't affordable for for hobbyists or non-professional like me. Anyway, so the inspiration I got is from Zello, of course, TeamSpeak, BitX transceivers, which is from the guys who build hardware, ham radio hardware, but they were not easily modifiable. So I really wanted to create something that was like a framework for people could use, and people could build upon to build their own networks for communication. So basically, you can talk to us through email, or that's how I get most of my messages. We have a Facebook page. We have a talKKonnect page, which is at www.talkonnect.com, which is talKKonnect.com. And there's a GitHub page, obviously, a GitHub page, github.com/talkKKonnect. Again, talKKonnect. So who are the target audience? Obviously, hams, people who are interested in the same stuff. So basically, I saw, why did I choose the Mumble protocol? It was a protocol that was readily available. It's mature, and there are lots of clients. So there was Windows clients, Android, iOS, Linux. There's web-based clients, but there wasn't a client that was headless. So of course, there was Talkie Pi, but it wasn't so full-featured. It was like a weekend project that Daniel got working, and then of course he moved on to other things. But that really stuck with me, and I really liked it. I really liked his project, and I wanted to build on it. So basically, what skill sets do you require to build talKKonnect? So if you want to use talKKonnect, there are images available. You can just download the image, the correct image, burn it to your SD card, and I guess away you can go. So there's image for a re-speaker hat. There's image for USB. You can use that. And but if you want to build it yourself, I mean, from scratch, you obviously need some familiarity with Linux and stuff, and electronic skills. If you want to build a transceiver without the re-speaker hat, you would need a power supply, maybe an audio amplifier. You can wire up the OLED screen. You can wire up a microphone. So basically, what am I looking for in the community feedback? how do you like talKKonnect, what do you use it for, what are the features, so I can do new features. And obviously someone could look at the code and give a code review and suggestions. Maybe someone could do some documentation. If you use talKKonnect, if you like it, please give us a star on GitHub, and also maybe on this video in YouTube, and obviously let us know, send us some pictures for our blog, right? You can also write articles about talKKonnect if you're using it and you're interested in your ham club. So basically if people want to build hats or hardware around that, that's fine, that's great. So spread the word, the feature set. Basically people have taken talKKonnect to levels I've never imagined. So it's running on the Alps as a ham radio repeater, as a CB repeater. It's used in video production to replace those expensive video intercoms, for when the cameraman talks to the director, and also for audio recording in the studio, and baby and wife communicator, rescue services. People have used it during COVID to talk to their families and their loved ones who are isolated. You can connect to remote scanners and stream scanners, like some people like to listen to police scanners or air traffic control, and also for team coordination. So there was possible uses in a stone query, in ham radio. The list is endless. So basically talKKonnect runs perfectly on a Raspberry Pi 3B or 3A. Now recently released 02W, that's also perfect. A Raspberry Pi Zero, Orange Pi Zero is not so much recommended because some tweaks are needed, and it can run on the Linux desktop also, but you need to compile that. Okay, so basically I told you how long this project has been running. What have I learned along this journey? So much. I can't thank you guys enough for all your feedback and all your interest. And we have an international community at mumble.talkconnect.com port, the standard Mumble port with the password talKKonnect. You can use any Mumble client to talk to us. So basically we've created a device that has a desktop mic, looks like a desktop radio, or can be a mobile in a car. It has LEDs showing statuses. We have connected talKKonnect to track car. You can use it for GPS tracking, and the list is amazing. The list is endless. So I hope you've enjoyed using talKKonnect, and if you plan to use talKKonnect, I hope you enjoy the journey. In the next video I'll be making a new rundown of version 2 of what the configuration file looks like and how you can customize talKKonnect for your needs. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.